So this here is game number 4 of this best of 7. $400 are on the line. All put up, of course, by our amazing sponsor, ZvZ. Go check him out on Twitter at ZvZ. I've also tagged him in all my tweets about this. So if you follow me at Madals91, you'll be able to see his Twitter there. Go check him out. Send him some tweets thanking him because he does so much for this amazing scene that is StarCraft 2. He's put on so many show matches through both myself and Rotterdam. He's an amazing guy. Anyway, this is game number 4 of this best of 7. It's currently 2-1. The player leading the charge is spawning in the bottom right. Representing Team Startail, it's Life. Again going for the 9 pool. He is very, very consistent. Snute, on the other hand, is spawning up in the top left. He's the red Zerg, and he maybe has learnt a thing or two from Life. He's going, well, Life's opening 9 pool every single freaking game, so perhaps this 9 pool is the way that ZvZ is done well. I'll give this a go. Let's do it. Let's 9 pool. Is this like the reincarnation of 4 gating? Remember that period of time? It seemed like all eternity where PvP was just who could 4 gate better. And there was some wild people who were like, I'm not going to 4 gate. I'm going to go for like 3 gates and try and get up a robo quicker. And they died. They died horribly. And then everyone just went back to 4 gating until it was eventually nerfed a bit. But no. 9 pool v 9 pool. Is this the next evolution? Both players getting the lings out. This is going to be one heck of a micro battle. Now, these games have been cast from replays. And the reason for that is so that they could both play without lag when they were together. So this obviously means that neither player is going to have a lag disadvantage playing cross-server. Both players are going to be able to micro to their absolute maximum. Couple of lings bounding on through. They're about to meet in the middle. No, actually, they won't. They'll go either side. Neither player knows. Both players going. Couple of lings now seen. Oh, Life pulling a couple back. Snute, does he know too? Snute running out. Bounding, 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 bounding. Hello, Zerglings. Snute backs away. Snute, a bit indecisive there with his own lings. Do I come back and defend? Do I move forward? Both players sitting there with 1 queen. The damage could come either way. Nice little control here by Life. He's able to prevent Snute's lings from getting up. Good job. Waiting to see where these guys are going to go now. Overall, the resources lost are massively favouring Life. His control is literally some of the best in all of StarCraft 2. Morlings bounding on forward. Snute able to force some back. Resources lost 6 to 56. So basically, Life cancelled something. Snute did as well, but he's also lost a pair of Zerglings. What Snute doesn't know is a couple of lings are coming in. Able to just cut the corner a little way. This is getting very stressful. This is incredibly, ridiculously tense. Bailing Nest trying to come on through now from Snute. That'll help him up against these further Zerglings. He's got Overlords placed. He knows whether or not more lings are going to be coming on down. He knows that there isn't a natural base yet. Snute trying to sneak his Zerglings back. Both players getting speed down, although Life is ahead by about 40 seconds on that. Still, good amounts of damage coming down from Life. He takes a couple of hits now, waiting to see what they're going to do. Bailing Nest coming down from Life as well. This is going to be a lot of micro action. Zergling, Bailing up against Zergling, Bailing. Life backing out for the moment. He's already done some nice damage. Worker count is 19 to 16 in Life's favour, and that's one thing which is incredibly important at this early stage, because just being a couple of drones up makes a fairly hefty difference to their incomes. It's about 100 more minerals per minute for Life. In English, every 30 seconds, that means that he can, in theory, make an additional pair of lings. That's huge. We've also got gas income trickling in for both players. Slightly bigger commitment to the gas from Life. Got 2 drones in there compared to the 1 of Snute. Snute also has yet to start his natural. Just getting it up now. So again, just a couple of seconds, but about 30 seconds in game is making the difference here. Waiting patiently. Snute moving on forward. He's got a couple of Bailings here. Speed about to kick on in for him. Life has already got speed. He's already morphing in his own Bailings defensively. There's Life just chilling up here. Sees all of this coming across. Of course, good Overlord placement. from both players. Able to keep a good look. Oh, massive bailing hit there. That picked off so many of the speedlings. That was a beautiful connection for Life. And Snute takes substantial damage as a result of that. A couple of lings counter-attacking. Will be able to pick off one of the queens. Snute, though, now down to only the one. His injects are going to be hurting. Life, on the other hand, has 3. That means both injects are going to be coming down nicely. He's going to be able to keep this natural base up. He's pumping down a lot of additional drones at the moment. He's still got 6 Zerglings on the field. Both players are currently just droning, and that's the big thing to keep an eye on in ZvZ, is where are those lava being spent? What are they going to be doing? Snute lost so much to that big bailing detonation as he ran on through. And it may have only been a couple of Zerglings, but right here, right now, that is just devastating. Because it means that Life, he's up by a couple of workers. He's sitting, or actually no, he's actually level on workers, but he's got a few more units down the field. He's been able to trade a bit more cost effectively, nearly trading actually twice the resources that Snute has been. So if he keeps that up, he's going to be in a good spot. Grabbing down a spine crawler, grabbing down a couple of queens as well, trying to make sure that he can hold in a good position. Hatchery, of course, being pumping out, injects on both sides. But we are starting to stabilize now. 32 to 31 workers. 7 to 6 army supply. Life just with a fractional lead. And fractional leads is all that is needed when both of these two are basically going for identical builds in a mirror matchup. Life also ahead in the lair timing by, actually that's a good chunk ahead. He's about 35 seconds up on that. But finally for Snute, a small advantage. Grabs up that third base fractionally earlier. Does lose a Baneling though, just to some scouting Zerglings. That's very frustrating for him. Life has seen the fact that the third base is coming, and that means that he's got 2 choices ultimately. Does he pump out a lot of lings to try and harass it? Well, he's got 8, 12 on the way, so probably. And he can also look to try and take his own third, but predominantly at the moment, we're waiting to see if Snute is going to be able to hold this third. Life adding in the Spire as well. This is a variation. In game number 2, he went for a lot of roaches into Infester, into Hydras. This game, going straight from the Ling Baneling into the Mutalisks. He's got those 4 gases. His third is now started. Snute is able to scout that pretty much as it comes on down. He's also going to be able to see these lings streaming across the map. Gets a good look thanks to these overlords. Does he have enough in order to defend? It's 12 lings up against 2 banelings at the moment. 4 roaches are coming on down, but these banelings have got to do a lot. But remember, Life has pretty bad control of those lings. A word I never thought I was going to see, but that was a very, very good hit. And that has actually leveled out the losses now. That terrible hit that came through for Snute down there has just been repaid. And now both have lost huge clumps of Zerglings to just 1 lone Baneling. Rotron now coming down for Life. Snute, has he seen the Spire? No, he hasn't. So he isn't aware that this is the tech choice coming down from his opponent. May come forward, may spot the fact that there is a Rotron. That'd be quite important for him. But for the moment, doesn't actually really see anything overall. Couple of lings now from Life. Going to be coming up towards the third base. They want to get some drones. They want to kill him. They really do. Not going to be able to, though. Snute. Good control. Only 1 worker has so far died this game. The resources lost now massively leveled out. But the Spire is finished. 10 Mutalisks are on their way. There is not a single Spore Crawler down. The only anti-air is in the form of 3 queens. Oh, Snute. Oh, Snute. For every foreigner that there is, please realise. He will now. Overlords are getting killed. Spore Crawlers getting started up. He's already got the Infestation Pit, but it's in a very exposed position. Oh, goodness. Down goes another Overlord. Snute. Gonna have to be a little bit careful here. Already taking some damage. The Spore Crawler trying to get focused. Down 1 goes. The second one also getting picked off. They're the big damage dealers. The Queens, they're threatening. They are going to be able to kill off a couple of Mutalisks, but the Queens are taking a lot of damage, transfusing themselves. A few more Mutalisks still getting picked on off. Look behind this though. Snute is expecting these Mutalisks. He's chucking down so many spores, but it's mass roaches that's on the way out at the moment from Life. Life is doing all that he can to mix things up. Takes down another Overlord. The Queen just survives, but a couple of Overlords are going to be easy pickings here. A bit more damage being done. Spores attempting to move. Getting in a position where they can guard the Infestation Pit. But look at the roach count. 14 to 0 right now. And there's more on the way. This is problematic. There's a couple of spines, sure, but in come the Lings, taking down both of the queens. Life is just everywhere at the moment. Surrounding Snute, picking off damage any which way you can. Taking down these spine crawlers, the Mutalisks gonna come and help with that. Where's the response to this? Where is the response to the roaches? There just isn't one at the moment. The drones are trying to come and fight this, but I don't think it's gonna be enough. Snute, he is doing a lot of damage, but it's not gonna be enough damage at the moment. Does pick up a Mutalisk thanks to that Spore Crawler. That's nice. But there it is. GG, and game number 4 goes to Life, putting him 3-1.